Hi, everybody. It's your old pal Chuck, and if things look a little different, they kind of do. I've had to adjust how I do my filming because of what I will be reviewing today. For the conclusion of Turtles Week, I thought do something rather appropriate. Play sets have always had a history in toys. Castle Grayskull, Skull Mountain, um, and with the Turtles, their sewer lair has always been popular. Well, Playmates, I think, has gone above and beyond. And in a time where a lot of companies, because of the recession, what have you, are cutting back and charging more, they've put out a pretty awesome playset for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And, well, here's the box. This is the Sewer Secret Lair playset. Can you? I'm. I can't see me. I can't see me. Oh boy, this is a fun thing. It's a rather large box. I mean, let's take a look at this side. Yeah, they got a whole thingamabob here. Ugh. It has to be assembled, which I did do, and it was quite an ordeal. And as you will see, videos and pictures do not do this justice. So, let's get to the actual playset. Before we start with the sewer playset proper, I just wanted to point out a few accessories that I couldn't get on. First of all, these are actually clips that are used to secure the cardboard backdrops for the playset. I actually used one because that's really all it needed, but these are included. Second is this piece. Not really sure what it was. Um, it wasn't shown in the instructions, and I really had no idea where it went. Third are these two pieces. It's a hook and a zip line. This does feature a zip line that interacts with this thing right here, which is a giant clamp. You have to clamp this to something secure, tie one end to the rope here, hook it onto one of the pipes, and the turtle can zip. I don't really have that in my review area, so I couldn't use it. Okay, I am going to try to do this as gently as possible, but this cannot fit all in one shot. This is the base level. Take a look. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, that's how high this thing goes. I have heard that it's as tall as Fortress Maximus, but by my own measurements, if you include the tip of the cardboard backings, it's actually much taller. This does feature, as they say, 20 plus play features, but we'll get to that in a minute. One other thing I wanted to point out, there's this little tube right here. I didn't have the clips to attach it, and which is all right because this is really supposed to be able to be used to like funnel ooze into the set. But I'll talk about that more. All right, let's start off at the first level here. You do have a few actions and options. Um, and if it sounds like I'm umming a lot, is like I'm looking back and forth to my laptop. Coming in right here, and let me zoom in a little for you. We see Leonardo working off a shredder dummy. This is the quote-unquote um, training area. It's a little disc here, and the shredder dummy is quite detailed, has some slices in him. Not an exact replication of Shredder, but it is what it is. Let's move them out of the way, and we come across Donatello. Now, Donatello is working on a periscope. As you can see, the periscope can actually go up and down, which I'll show right here. And can rotate. Now you might be wondering why I have Donatello holding it. Well, let me show you. As you can see, the periscope comes up all the way to street level, and the eyes in the periscope have the purple headband of Donatello. Personally, I would have liked to just seen some generic eyes there, so it would have been acceptable for more of the other turtles to use. But this is kind of cool. We'll get more into the street level once. Okay, we get up there. Coming over to the side here, you can see Michelangelo hanging out on a tire swing. This is not a real rubber tire; it's plastic, and it's right around this entranceway right here, which opens up, and you have Donatello's computer lab. This is actually a little point of concern for me because this top part that swings is a little heavy and I don't feel it's secured properly into the base. I think if there was another piece here to give a little extra support, it would be nice. One thing that is cool, that if you look on the overpass here, there is a little notch that hooks into a clip that holds the computer base in position. Okay, we're going to come back into the middle now and come to the next play feature, which is spiral staircase. There are little platforms that can drop down, and I mean, this really isn't that big of a play feature. Also, allow me to point out, these platforms that are just basically there for people to stand on are also considered part of the play feature count. Nice, but not overwhelming. Coming in here, there is a rotating wall which reveals a secret control panel, which I believe works with the collapsible base. Just snaps into place, snaps down. Very nice brick detailing here. So yeah, I think it's time we head on up to street level. Give me 1 second. Ooh, actually no. No. We forgot one very important thing. Beautiful sliding doors. Leonardo is training, so Master Splinter has to come and supervise. That is Splinter's Lair right there. Nice little feature. Gives it a touch of home. Alright. And next up, we're going to take a look at street level. Okay. And here we are at the street level. As you can see, Don is still peering out through his periscope. This other door does open, so if a turtle wants to hide in there. And if you heard that, we got Krang up here. Ooh, looks like he's going after Raphael. And yes, Krang is having a hard time standing on this base, but what are you going to do? Oh, let's see if I can get him standing here. There we go. As you can see, Raphael is climbing into position to get to a better battle position. This little can right here is the little ooze depository that I mentioned before. This can pop down and the ooze would pour into that piping I showed you. So here's Ralph, and he's climbing up. There's hand pegs and foot pegs there. All right, I'm not picking up Krang again. And he's climbing all the way up here, where there's a little platform, and in this platform is a gun. Now, what's interesting is there is no way to hold on to this spring-loaded gun. No triggers or anything like that. Well, Raph, is going to take care of Krang, so he's going to come over here to the little awning and balcony, and look at that. Secret ladder comes down, and he drops down on Krang. Okay, now we have a problem with how is Raphael going to get back into the lair? Well, he has a couple options. Right over here is a manhole cover. Pull the lever, and it's a quick escape down to that spiral staircase I showed you before. Or we can have some fun. Slide open the door here. There's a little pegged platform, which, if you'll excuse me, I can get into position. Bring Raphael in. Close the door. And watch this. Very loud, very cracking, is a elevator. So let's show you where Raphael ended up. There's Raphael. He now has the option of coming in, standing right there on that platform, maybe making a jump over here, or taking the ladder down, and he's in the main part of the lair. There is another ladder on the side there, which is kind of cool. But all in all, this is a real fun playset. It retails for roughly $100 before tax. So it's not a impulse purchase. You also have to keep in mind that the size is quite massive. I had this sitting on 2 TV tables, and that didn't even cover it. I actually had to move this to my dining room table just to be able to shoot this review. And as you have seen, I've had a hard enough time getting it all in. If you're a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I have to recommend this. But only if you're a real diehard fan. Kids, this would make a great Christmas present, or you can probably wait and the price might come down eventually, sales or what have you. This was sent to me by Playmates Toys, courtesy of InsidePulse.com. So that's how I got it. But definitely I highly recommend it. Before we go, I just wanted to give you guys a quick size comparison of the turtles to show their different heights. As you can see, Leonardo and Donatello are on the high end, whereas Michelangelo and Raphael tend to be a little smaller. Michelangelo is clearly the smallest, since in the new series he's going to be the younger brother. Let me bring in Splinter here, as you can get an idea of just where he fits in. He's a little bit taller than Michelangelo, and of course Krang, the cyborg body, is actually taller than everyone, but his height is lessened due to his bent legs. Well, thank you for watching Turtles Week. I had a lot of fun doing these reviews. I can't say I had a lot of fun putting together that sewer playset, especially since I have to take it apart now. But all in all, I can highly recommend the 4 Turtles as your first purchases. Splinter and Krang, as well as Shredder and the Foot Soldier, all feature much less articulation, as well as April O'Neil, who is actually short-packed. Buy those if you really only are into the characters. The Sewer Playset is a great toy, but it may not be a first-year purchase. Playsets, they their play value goes up with the more figures you get. I would say get the shell carrier or one of the other accessory vehicles before you get the sewer playset, as you might have a little bit more fun. It's your old pal Chuck for the Turtles. I'll see you next time.